What is up, our yappers? It's time for talks with Rita and Ari, and today we're talking about panic attacks and anxiety attacks. They're different, but there are similarities.
There are a bunch of similarities. There are
Yeah.
like two things that make them different.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they both suck either way.
Yes, very much. Panic attacks. They're very sudden with intense fear. Without warning, it can spike within minutes of the potential trigger or even being untriggered. There are different types of triggers. It can be external things, so like something happening that you see that freaks you out, or something internal that you can feel and you're like, so, um, and untriggered, the triggers are there, but they're so subtle that your mind and or shift in like what your body feels, your mind can't even recognize it.
Yeah.
An anxiety attack is very similar, but they're more often triggered by something specific, unlike the panic attack. So, like a stressful situation, trauma, phobia, certain medications, and underlying medical conditions can all be factors into anxiety attacks.
Yeah. What are some things you can do to help? Well, well, for both attacks,
Mm-hmm.
because both, are in a state of fear, panic, scared, all of it, the above.
Fight or flight or freeze.
Yeah. Yeah, fight, flight, freeze.
All those fun little things.
The fun F words.
Your definition of fun F words is different than mine. Anyway, continue.
Yay! Well, we have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method where you see 5, touch 4, hear 3, smell 2, taste 1.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you can do whatever. You can do like touch 4 things or taste
Mm-hmm.
like 3 things. You don't have to put it in that specific order.
Yeah.
Just whatever's easier to do in the
Mm-hmm.
moment.
Yeah, for me, someone usually has to lead that for me because it's kind of in the back of my mind.
Mm.
And it's usually what are some, like, five things you can see? What are five things you can feel? Uh, Stuff like that.
Basically to
Yeah,
distract you from what's going on
in the brain.
in the world around you.
Yep. There are a bunch of different types of breathing exercises you could do also. There's box breathing. So in four, hold four, out four, hold four, and then continue that.
And it's like the shape of a box.
Yeah, so in would be up, hold would be over, out would be down, hold would be over, and you'd be continuing that pattern.
Yep.
Explosive, you breathe in as much as you can, and then you just blow it
Blow
all
it.
out
Yeah. Let it all
as
out.
fast as you can. You,
Mm.
yeah, essentially. um, and then we have short in, long out. I didn't know what the name of that was, so that's what I wrote. It's pretty self-explanatory. You take short breaths in and long breaths out.
That's water just spilled.
Oh, Rita. Um,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
the short in, long out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're hyperventilating, you
Oh,
take
explodes.
longer breaths in and shorter breaths out, and you want to avoid that.
So you do the opposite.
Yeah,
I would feel like I'm suffocating.
yeah, you get that with either one.
Yeah. It's just a way to like counteract it.
Yeah. Um, you breathe out with sound. So instead of just in with your nose, out with your mouth, you go in with your nose and you like,
Hum.
ah, when you breathe out.
Gotcha. So like any sound or like a hum or
Yeah,
just any noise.
yeah. And then you know the challenge where they're like, breathe all your air out and scream? You could also do that to like make yourself laugh.
Just imagine. You know what I'm thinking of? That one Grinch meme. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Like,
Yoga.
that was very dumb. Like one thing you could do is just all of your air out and then and scream after when you don't have any air left. And you'll sound really, really funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like if you just keep pushing, you just
mm-hmm.
end up going.
Yeah, and that'll maybe help you get out of that mindset.
There is one breathing exercise on there that isn't really we make a list for all this, but there's one that I do that is kind of different compared to all these.
Mm-hmm.
They're similar but different. What I like to do is I like to pat my chest to a certain rhythm, basically the rhythm of my breathing and my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sit there and I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as much as I can breathe in, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 breathing out. And then basically when I start to calm down, I'll slow the rhythm with my hands so my breathing and my heart copies the same rhythm,
Yeah.
and I'll count the numbers again, but I'll go up to like 6 or 7, and then usually when I'm really relaxed, I'll go up to 8 and count that my done or
Yeah.
like pretty much calmed enough to
Yes.
I don't know how to say.
To get your heart rate down and to get the adrenaline away and all that
Yeah,
fun stuff.
basically 8 is my number to know when I'm.
Yeah, 8 is a really good number just in general for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Um, do you want this one?
Nah, you got
No,
it.
I got it. Okay.
I don't really do this.
Okay. So, you can also change your environment. So maybe something in your environment is triggering you or just overwhelming you. Just leave.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
That's a
if
good
you're
one.
in class, just leave. No, I'm kidding. If
I mean, if it's
Yeah,
necessary.
if you're in class and something's wrong, you can always like go up to your teacher, preferably not when they're talking, but if it's an emergency, then by all means. You can just ask them, "Hey, I need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. Don't worry."
Most should be understanding, but you do still get some of those that aren't quite understanding. If you really need it, like just walk out.
Yeah.
Either way, what are you gonna do? Get
Like,
in trouble?
what are they gonna do? Give you a detention?
Quite literally, they cannot give you a detention for you needing this moment.
Yeah. And you can word it as like, "Hey, I really really need to use the restroom." And usually your teachers believe you because what are they gonna do? Say no?
No.
I had a teacher do that to me one time actually. It was a problem. He was a problem teacher, not problem child, problem teacher. He would have us come in after school because he was an art teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He would have us come in after school for however long we were gone and do the artwork that we missed, quote unquote missed.
So if you were to leave to go to the bathroom, he would time it and make you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
going home after school.
yeah, and
Cry
when
yourself a river, breath.
brother,
River.
and so one day I was the yeah
The time?
yeah it was my time of the month.
Oh, Shark Week.
I was struggling with that, man. It was my time of the month, and I needed to use the restroom as women usually do on their time of month. What do you want me to say, dude? And
Period.
so I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, I really need to use the restroom. It's kind of an emergency." And he's like, "Well, are you gonna come after class?" And I'm like, "No."
Yay!
And he was like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Do you want to clean up blood off my seat?" And he's like, "Okay, go."
Yeah.
You can't just say no to students. I had a panic attack after that in the bathroom.
I would have been that kind of bold person that if I was told no, I would have just dug in there and smeared blood on his desk and walked out. Because like, there's your proof.
Oh my gosh. There was another time. Oh, he reported me to the dean of students, by the way.
For that?
No, for a different thing. You know how I had to transfer from the ninth and 10th grade campus to the 11th, 12th grade campus 2 times a day?
Kind of, yeah.
So I was late to one of his classes and then I had to leave early for that same class, and he reported me to the dean of students. I went into the dean's office, and the dean was like, "Are you Ari?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, I was visibly shaking and scared, and he's like, "You're fine."
This guy's dramatic, Brett.
Like, you do not look like someone who would purposefully skip art class. I'm like, I'm not.
Ain't no way, bro. Got butthurt over a child and was like, you know what? Detention's not good enough. Dean. Just for the dean to be like,
Oh man.
bro hates his
Yeah,
job
I
after
haven't.
that.
I have a bunch of stories. We could do a story time about him at some point
That sounds like fun.
if y'all wanted. Let us know. Anyway, back to our original topic.
We got a little off topic.
ADHD. It's not our fault.
I mean,
Uh-uh. Where were we?
uh,
Oh, leaving. Right.
the whole point was.
You could also do strong sensory inputs. So changing
Oh,
your sensory inputs. Yeah. So an example would be putting ice or really cold water on your face or neck. Because your face is usually more sensitive and the back of your neck is usually more sensitive just because
which I have done.
nerves.
I've done that one
Yeah.
quite a few times whenever I'm like in a like more like a important place or like an event that needs to be done now
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have time to waste. Usually when I can feel myself getting stuck
Mm-hmm.
in that mode, I will take like I'll go to the sink, blast on the cold water and
Mm-hmm.
just splash myself. And it'll usually kick me out of it and I'm
Oh,
like, okay, I got to get back to business and go.
yeah, it's a pretty good way to be for sure. Like, all right, I'm out of it. On to the next thing.
Yeah.
Another thing you can try, this worked for me, was sour candy. I suck with sour things. Dude,
Yeah,
there's a whole thing, okay? I cannot do sour candy. So, like the super sour patch kids or whatever, that will get me out of whatever I need to be out of. It just you have to change the sensory input.
yeah. Which, unfortunately for me, I love sour stuff, so it would not help for me.
Man,
It would have to be something super sweet.
you would laugh at me.
Yeah, I would.
You because my boyfriends laughed at me. It's not fun.
It's kind of funny just because
Starts
of what your
crying.
face makes after you eat something sour. Because most people pucker, but you don't pucker. You just sit there and you look like you're in agonizing pain
I am.
over a Sour Patch Kid. You would not do good with a warhead.
I have tried warheads. Didn't end well.
Bro hunched over dead.
Yes. You know the self-soothing thing that I put my hands up to my face. I did that in the mall, walking down the hallway.
A warhead made it worse.
So bad. Okay. Speaking
Any
of self-soothing, another thing you can do is self-soothing. You kind of have to check into like what's my body feeling? What's helping, what's not helping. Like for me, when I have panic attacks, I get super cold.
Ooh, yeah.
So I get my heated blanket or I get a weighted blanket and I use that to help me deal. Yep.
I mean, I guess whenever I get into those kind of modes, I don't really realize anything, but I do find that whenever I start to rock myself, that
Mm-hmm.
helps.
Yeah.
So I'll self-soothe by
Yeah.
rocking.
Stimming.
Yeah, stimming.
Yeah. Um, so we as a species, I feel, don't really we have too much going on in our lives to be like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and make myself feel better now. Because usually after a panic attack, you feel really not great,
Yeah.
right? So some things you can do as a sort of aftercare. Um, you should relax. Do anything that relaxes you. Like listen to music, call a friend if they're relaxing. The side eye. Take a
Hey,
nap, etc. Don't get on any electronic.
really?
Mm-hmm. Because the light source kind of makes your brain go.
And like doom scrolling just kind of
Mm-hmm.
keeps you in that stuck mode.
Yeah. Because you get into that cycle of scrolling, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I'm not in control anymore. Another panic attack.
Yup.
Um.
I like sitting and watching the outside world.
Yeah.
I like seeing the leaves flutter in the wind. I'm not Pocahontas.
Okay. You could do something that's called brain dumping. Write down anything you feel or think. Because during a panic attack or anxiety attack, your brain is kind of like, ah, and so you have a million different things going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done any of these. Fuck.
I don't.
I have too much going on
Haven't.
in my life.
I'll usually consult someone. That's usually my best method is just to have
Mm-hmm.
that comfort person with me or just
Mm-hmm.
talking with them. Oh, hey, speaking of connecting with people, your friend, family, anything, plan something, do something, call them. Just if they are your comfort,
Mm-hmm.
hit them up. I can't
Hit them up.
word.
That's okay. Um, yeah, I'm not super big into like calling people. It makes me nervous. Unless it's like
Mm.
you or another friend.
Yay.
Yeah. We both know who I'm talking about. Um brain went burr. You should also avoid triggers and or substances that cause anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So like caffeine.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that causes a crap ton of anxiety. Found that out a while ago. Whoa. Withdrawals were wild. Alcohol.
Pretty obvious.
Please don't underage drink, y'all. Thanks.
That's icky.
No good, no fun. Don't.
Just,
Mm-hmm.
just don't.
Traumatic memories and places. It's very hard to avoid those when they come up, but yeah, do your best. We believe in you.
Yay.
And then focus on physical health. Eating well, exercising, and trying to manage stress. Stress is a main factor of anxiety attacks and panic attacks.
Because, you're already in that state of.
Ah.
So, when the attacks finally hit, it's like, oh, yay.
Mm-hmm.
So, just trying to keep yourself, like, mentally and physically well does tend to avoid that. Like, if some or someone's really stressing you out, and there's, like, you know, obviously with work, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Work is work.
Mm-hmm.
School is school, but if there are ways to maybe change something about it,
Mm-hmm.
like if someone is stressing you out, talk with them.
Yeah.
If talking with them doesn't work, get rid of them. I'm gonna be blunt. Get rid of them.
Not don't kill them.
Oh no, not that way, bruh. I meant like just.
Hey man, it's spoopy season.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No. Yes, you have to figure out ways to manage your own emotions because you can't control other people, and that sometimes really sucks. But it's a fact of life, and you just have to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and you have to relay that information to other people,
Mm-hmm.
whether that be your superior or who you're talking with.
Yeah, and like it's best to have control over yourself than having to feel like you need to control others, because
Mm-hmm.
then you're stuck in that loop of like I need to control others. because I'm out of control. And then there's
Mm-hmm.
still no control because
You're out
you,
of control.
yeah, and you really cannot just
Mm-hmm.
control
Yeah.
anyone.
Yup.
They're their own person, and so are you. Figure yourself out first.
Yup. What can other people do to help you, Rita?
Well, the basics could be, people actually taking the time to acknowledge and understand what's happening by like visibly watching you
Mm-hmm.
have a mental breakdown right in front of you. Like just seeing like simple things like out of character for them.
Yeah.
Like maybe if they're quiet, maybe they're looking around a lot, maybe they seem antsy. Like just noticing little differences in them
Mm-hmm.
or big. Just taking the time to catch it and then maybe asking about it.
Yeah. I know that I rock back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
and the faster it is, the worse it is. Found that out like a week ago. Uh, um, for me, ask gentle questions. Avoid harsh wording.
Yeah.
Like, some wording to avoid is like accusatory. Why are you doing that? What's
Mm-hmm.
going on?
Yeah.
You
And
could
just
just, hey, what's wrong? Like,
yeah.
use a general gentler tone. Um,
Or even like just being just you know, if they need space,
mhm.
ask them, do you need space right now? And if they say yes, give them some space until they approach you. Or if they don't need space and they kind of need you right now, ask them, okay, what can I do?
Mhm.
What should I do? What is wrong? Like,
How can I help?
exactly.
For me, I appreciate it when people keep the questions short.
Yep.
Because for my brain, long questions are not okay. Especially then. Like, usually they're pretty. I have to be like, what did you just say to me? And then they, like, shorten the question.
Yeah. It's like there's too much to answer in such a long thing.
Yeah.
Your brain currently is not even processing itself.
Mm-hmm. So just keep the questions short. Listen to them. If they tell you what they need, give them what they need.
Quite literally.
It's as simple as that.
And they normally don't need a lot. They're not going to ask you to bring them you know, a majestic unicorn.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, "Hey, don't touch me." LOL.
Yeah, or give
Don't
me some
touch
space.
them then. You were given ears for a reason. Use them. Okay. So.
Because not a lot of people tend to use their ears. Like, there's no point in asking what's wrong and then just not listening and thinking you know what's best for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna make the, situation so much more worse. And then you come out to feel they're gonna avoid you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna really be real. They don't want to be around you at that point because then it's like, well, I just told you what's up and
Yeah.
you're not helping.
Mm-hmm. And like, don't be a know-it-all unless you're a professional. If you're a professional, you're chill. Just don't be dumb about it.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I know stuff you don't because I have my PhD. Don't be like that, okay? We understand that you're smart and went to school for a long time. Now help me breathe, okay?
Yeah.
Like, just don't be a know it all, please.
It no help.
It no help.
Well, just do this because I know it works. But what if it doesn't work for that person?
Yeah,
And
like,
only you.
I know several things that might work for you that don't work for me.
Yeah, quite literally.
Yeah.
I mean, just like we said earlier, the sour thing would not work for
Mm-hmm.
me, but works for you.
Yeah.
Because I, fortunately, enjoy sours a lot.
Thanks.
A,
Why was that fortunately thrown in there?
because I like sour stuff.
Okay. You need to validate their feelings.
Yeah, quite literally.
Um, like if someone's telling you your feelings and you're like, no, that's dumb, you're gonna be really sad.
Yeah.
I just like poured my heart out to you and you just called it all dumb.
Yeah, I would feel really bad. I would
Yeah.
probably like wanna dig a hole and just
Die.
yeah, just cry.
Just and I go to therapy because I'm mentally
Yay.
ill. Um and my therapist put intrusive thoughts and feelings and all this other stuff in terms that I've never heard before. Okay, so she was like, you know, when toddlers come up to you and they have a fork or something,
Mhm.
and they want you to have it, and they're like reaching out to give it to you, and you're like, no, I don't want that fork, and you ignore them, and
Mhm.
they start screaming at you. Okay, your feelings are like that. They might be giving you something totally useless,
Oh yeah.
but the more you ignore it, the more it starts to pile up. And so you're gonna have like 50 toddlers just screaming at you by the end. And you're gonna be so overwhelmed. Just take the fork.
Like just take the time, see what you can do to evaluate the situation, and it's like bottling emotions, shoving it down.
Yeah.
It's like
Don't ignore the fork. Take the fork.
best way of putting it. Take the spork.
Take it. Like, you
Even
have
if you
to
don't like it.
address it.
Even if you don't like the funny shaped spork, because the end of it's built weird.
Maybe it's square.
Oh no!
Take the fork, okay? Just take it.
The fork has
Um,
two prongs.
I wish y'all could see my face right now. Wow. You also need to reassure them. Use short sentences like we stated earlier. And don't say dumb, stupid stuff.
Yeah, quite literally.
Like, have you had any instances where people have said stupid stuff?
All the time, but I couldn't name one right now.
Me too.
Kind of like someone was freaking out, like, "Ha, that was kind of funny," and they're still freaking out. Like, now is not the time to be funny
Yeah.
or make a joke or like maybe make jokes afterwards if you think it's the right time, but not when
Mm,
they're freaking out or visibly upset.
yeah.
Cause then it's like, really, cause
Mhm.
kind of like,
Yeah, with me and one of our friends. Uh, anyway, that's all I have to say about it.
oh man, they
Don't even get me started.
flew over their head, went over the moon and didn't come back.
Yeah. Um,
Burps taste funny.
okay, good to know. You know, when you say something like, yeah, I really don't care about this anymore, and you've been doing that thing since you were quite literally 4.
Out the womb.
Yeah, and the person you're with doesn't understand. Yeah, anyway. um, well, another thing you could do is you could say something shocking to get them out of it. Because if you say something totally crazy and outlandish, what's your brain gonna do?
Sit there and try to process what you just said.
What did you say? And it'll kind of help you get out of that state.
You know what's my favorite one to do?
What?
What's the difference between an orange?
What?
A bicycle. Because a vest doesn't have sleeves.
Okay.
You see, there's nothing good about that, and the person
Don't understand.
like people are gonna try to sit there and try to understand it, but there's no way to understand it. That's why it's like
Yeah.
a good one for just say something like that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be super crazy either.
Yeah.
And don't make assumptions about people.
Mowing the dishwasher.
You know, we all know what they say about assuming.
It sucks.
That's not what it is. Y'all can look it up. No one likes it, and something could be going on, and you don't even know about it, and you make an assumption, and they feel even worse.
Yeah, because just making an assumption right away and jumping right into it is not the best.
It's not the vibe.
No.
No, because I know my boyfriend. I freak out about a lot of stuff during the day. Okay, it might be something for classes, or it might be something I don't know, not with classes, and I might be freaking out about that, and then the next minute I'm freaking about something else, and sometimes he assumes that it's the other thing when it's not, and of course I communicate that like, hey, He's like, okay. And we figure it out. And that usually helps.
But just making that immediate assumption does sometimes put it like just not in the best spot.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then, you know, when there's actually something going wrong and you're like, oh, well, it's just this. You're fine. You know how bad that sounds? Just
Yeah.
assuming that it's the littlest thing that they complained about earlier when in fact it's something super big that they haven't told you about and
Yeah,
you're
like,
sitting there being a butt munch.
yeah, like you're Loki having a flashback and they're like, no, it's just the B you got on that one quiz.
It's just that
What?
hair you found in your food earlier.
And you're like freaking out because you're having a flashback or a panic attack and you're like, ah.
Oh, yeah, you're so right. Let me just knock it off. No.
Yeah. Don't push them. Go at their pace.
Oh, I hate being pushed.
Yeah.
It just makes me angry.
Yes. Big mad.
Oh, very big mad.
Yes.
I end up, like, that's the thing. When I'm in a panic state of mind, or
Mm-hmm.
just anxiety, or just a lot of pent up stuff, or like, if I know I have to go do something soon, and it's something I don't want to do, and I'm stressing about it because I know what to expect from it,
Mm-hmm.
or like, my mind is like, well, this is gonna go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the time to just,
Be pushing you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you push me, I unfortunately blow up.
You push back
Oh,
10 times worse.
yeah.
I have learned, man. I have learned.
When's the time I pushed you?
I don't know, but it was bad. And I have learned.
Cause I just when I'm in that state, I feel like a scared animal to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think we had to go to class and the bell rang. And like, Rita, come on, we have to go. And you're like, Rita. I was like, okay, never mind. You turned into the Hulk.
Probably did.
Green and everything. Nah. Um, also, check in. If they say, hey, leave me alone for a while, leave them alone and then come back. Like, what?
Yeah.
Don't just abandon them. What?
Yeah. If like especially if they don't come back to you, they just might not like maybe they're busy and just kind of forgot to. Maybe they just needed that time and maybe they feel bad for putting you in that position and they feel
Mm-hmm.
like maybe it's wrong to approach you. Just go up to them when you feel is right or you think that they're more calm now.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they aren't, they'll tell you again, hey, I still need that space. And you can be like, okay.
Okay, cool.
But if they're fine,
And
check up.
listen to them.
Listen.
Yeah.
Big word of the day. Listen. Listen.
I was expecting you to spell it wrong.
Me too.
Another thing you can do with checking in is asking questions. Hey, can I hold you? Is this working? Should I try something else?
Yeah.
Those last two questions separate them because that's a long question. Is this working?
Okay. And then should I try
Should I try something else? If it's not working. If it is working, keep doing it. What?
Oh yeah.
Um, something with checking in is I go nonverbal.
Me too.
So the checking in looks a little bit different. For me, I will either like pull on the fabric of like their shirt or their sleeve if they're wearing long sleeves, and they'll ask me short questions to like try to understand and either like yeah or no, you know?
Yo,
Yeah.
when I'm nonverbal, I'll just stare at you. And it's like I do want to speak, but I just, mind, no work.
Mm-hmm.
Brain, no
Yeah.
work. Mouth, no.
Yeah, the vibration like overstimulates me more.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is it super overstimulating, but it hurts for me, and so it makes my brain go.
Yeah. I get in that, but I'm like, I don't want to talk right now. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't make me talk. So I'll sit there and I'll stare, and usually my boyfriend's pretty good, but some days he does not get the hint.
Yeah.
I love him to bits, but some days he doesn't get the hint.
Yeah.
And I just have to sit there and I will force myself to speak and be like, I'm nonverbal. And then he goes, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
And he usually knows what to do in that moment. I tend to usually like squeeze his arm,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Play Doh. And he doesn't usually care. He's like, oh, that
Yeah.
actually feels like a good massage. But to me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I usually come back and I'm like, hey, so this bugged me. And he's like, oh, okay, I got you.
Won't do it again, and usually he doesn't.
Yeah,
Now, um, the last thing, look after yourself.
pretty much, yeah.
Like you can't help other people if you're not taking care of yourself and if you're not helping yourself.
Yeah, because if you're in a state of mind of panic and they're in a state of mind of panic, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna put your panic onto their panic, and then they're gonna put their panic on your panic, and now not
It's
either.
a storm.
Oh yeah, it's a
Ooh.
bad storm,
Yep.
which can lead to fights,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, bad blood between two people.
Mm-hmm. Which we don't want.
No.
We want our relationships to go well, and if they don't, like Rita said, kill. No, I can't.
No, no, I said no such thing. I just said get rid of them. No murder. No.
Fine.
Oh, wait.
So this next quote unquote segment is what we do. And we've been kind of talking about this a little bit. I have a couple of other things I do to like
Mm-hmm.
I do bilateral stimulation, which sounds really weird, but you just kind of cross your arms over your body and you tap. So like you
Ah.
cross your arms and you tap your legs or your arms or your shoulders or whatever. And that makes your brain it's I can't remember what it's for, but there's a scientific thing for your brain. Yes. Um, it helps.
It helps.
At least for me.
And I've said most of mine is like squeezing
Mm-hmm.
someone's arm or like the breathing one where I tap myself to a
Mm-hmm.
certain beat. I think there's one more thing that I do. I just can't quite remember at the moment. Here, let me put myself in a panic attack.
No, no, we don't want that right now. We love you.
I
No.
couldn't anyways.
Yeah.
I'm too tired.
Okay, good.
No, I tend to do stick to like the breathing ones, but I do enjoy the tapping because it makes me focus on the tapping
Mm-hmm.
itself. And also, if I feel like tapping in one spot isn't comfortable or is bugging me or it's not doing enough, then I'll tap myself on a different part of my body, like my
Mm-hmm.
knee. And if that's not doing enough, then I'll sit there, I'll tap my knee, tap my chest, tap my head.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I kind of do that, like, kind of makes me giggle, but, like, helps too,
Mm-hmm.
is I'll do a rotation on my face where I'll tap my temple, I'll tap my cheek, I'll tap my chin.
Oh yeah.
And then I go to my forehead and then back to that cycle. And if I feel like I don't want to keep doing that circle, switch it up. Cheek, forehead, chin, temple, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one works really well for me. And then I sit there and I'm like, I think I look funny doing this, huh? And then, I'm kind of thinking of something else.
The bilateral stimulation. I looked it up. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's for EMDR. It's to calm fight or flight responses.
Mm.
So it helps with panic attacks and flashbacks and anxiety attacks and all these things. Um, do we want to touch on flashbacks or do we think this video is too long?
Um,
Just a little boop on flashbacks or no?
we could do a thing on flashbacks, I believe. Because flashbacks are a really big part of causing certain
Yes.
major things.
Okay.
Um, flashbacks suck,
They do suck.
because when you have them, you get stuck in them and you really can't get out.
Mhm.
That's why it kind of helps to have someone with you when you're having
Yes.
one, because when they realize it, they can, you know, most of the time help you or like
Mhm.
do something or strike a conversation,
Mhm.
get you out of that head space. Because when you're really having one, you're having one. There's no
Mhm.
way out.
Mhm.
I would know sometimes when I have one, I'll end up just in a panic mode and then straight just breathing really hard and I don't realize it. And then my bad habits start up where I'll pick my scalp till it bleeds. I'll pinch myself till I bruise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, little things like that happen. And, most of the time, my boyfriend, when he sees me picking and zoning out really hard,
Mhm. He knows.
he knows. Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. Maybe it'll take him a hot minute to catch it, but once he sees it, he's like, uh-oh, I gotta jump in, drop everything, and help.
Yeah. My boyfriend, he usually catches it right away because I do this thing where it's in stages for me.
Mm,
So I can feel like sensory stuff like hands on me, you know?
yeah.
And then things get fuzzy in my vision
Oh,
and then it goes black and then like the actual I'm in the moment thing starts.
dang,
So
no.
he usually can tell like I tense up and then sometimes he doesn't tell. And so he knows how to deal with me at every single stage,
Hmm.
which is really nice and I love him so much for that cuz it's helped so much. Yeah.
Mine don't really come in stages. Mine just happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Mhm.
don't really have a build up that it just appears and I'm stuck in it. Luckily, he does catch on because my biggest thing is picking my head.
Mhm.
But usually, when he catches, he'll like. Sometimes he gets himself in a panic mode seeing me, and so
Mhm.
he'll sometimes be a little like. Not like violent or aggressive, but he'll be quick
Mhm.
action.
Which is not great.
Not great. I don't like fast movement. I don't like loud
Yeah.
stuff. I need like quiet, slow,
Yeah. And
calm.
my boyfriend usually has to hold my wrists
Yep, mine too.
because like I'll actually scratch the crap out of either my neck or my arms
Mm. Mm-hmm.
cuz sensory stuff.
Yeah. And like, you know, I'm picking and then he'll see and then he'll hold my hand and he's like, why? My baby's why? No.
No.
Stop.
Stop. Don't.
Don't.
Don't. Um, yeah. I make a plan when I'm freaking out because usually when I'm freaking out, it's about something that is upcoming and I don't have a plan for it yet. So
Oh,
while I'm in that zone, I'm like, make a plan, and I make a plan.
man, whenever I make a plan, I make a backup plan for the backup
Oh
plan.
yeah, heck yeah, Plan Z.
Literally.
Yeah, I love plans.
Me
That's
too.
why it makes me so mad
When
when
nothing.
people are late.
Kind of like me today.
Hmm.
I felt like it was kind of out of my control, though.
It was out of your control, which is why I was like, "It's fine. You're fine. Chill, lady, chill." And I knew it was him, and I was like, "It's fine. He's always late to everything. It's fine." So like I worked through it, and then by the time you got here, it was fine.
Gotcha. Because I was like, oh,
No,
I
you're
was
not
stressing
making
myself
things
out
worse. No, no. And like with our other friend, she's usually late to
all the
everything.
time.
Which she also, I mean, she has a little bit more control than you did in this situation, but things come up, and that's just
Honestly,
life, and I need to deal with that.
we love
Like,
mom.
we love them. I just need to deal with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do understand like when things don't go according to plan, A, B, C, or anything of the above.
And you're like, I made so many plans and none of them are happening.
Yeah.
Starts bawling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. Last night I was so tired I just started crying.
That's a mood.
Yep.
Cause same.
I
Well, you got home at like 1 a.m.
yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was tired.
Cries and eepy.
Oh, speaking of from earlier, whenever like you're in a state of panic and the other person's in a state of panic,
Mhm.
that basically happened last night
Oh, with
with my boyfriend.
okay.
Because I was kind of like still trying to get over it, and then he started up,
Oh
and I was kind of like,
no.
I don't know what to do or how to help because I'm currently trying to help myself.
Yeah.
So while he was in his mode, I was trying to get myself calmed down enough to help him out.
Mhm.
So I know I can generally help myself.
Mhm.
I can, for the most part, calm myself down.
Yeah.
Him, on the other hand, he spirals and gets so much more worse.
Mhm.
Oh man, he spirals. So he needs someone there to help him.
Yeah.
80% of 90% of the time.
Yeah. Which I mean isn't really a problem.
No, because I know how to help.
Yeah, if you
It's
know
just
how to help, it's just a routine that you need to like remember. And I have a routine with my boyfriend when he has issues, and that's pretty chill. And every once in a while, something changes a little bit, and I have to adapt. And
yeah.
so what?
And like even after I finally calmed myself down and he was still spiraling, I finally got myself kicked out of the mode and I was like, okay, now I gotta turn into mama mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like caring, loving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I knew immediately, like, hold his hand, tell him it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
what's up, and just like, just be there.
Yeah.
And then he calmed down, we talked it out, I made a joke, he made a joke, and then we were all laughing at the end. And it went just smooth.
Yes. And
Well, I can say smooth, but
yeah, at the time.
yeah.
Yeah. With my boyfriend, he kind of goes really really quiet.
Oof.
I wouldn't really call it nonverbal, but he just silent, which is normally not the case. He's when he's around me, he's pretty talkative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so he goes silent. I'm like, oh no. So
I know.
I kind of hold him. Like I lay on the couch and he lays on top of me, and I just hold him. And like I give him sensory stuff, so like I rub his back or I mess with his hair to like get him grounded. Um, and then I kind of just talk because that also gives him something to listen to ground with, to just remember. Yeah. And it's not like huge words because I don't have that kind of vocabulary. There's a
Nope.
reason I want to be an art teacher, and it's not because I'm smart. Because I am not smart. Well,
You're you're pretty smart.
I'm smart, but like, you know, um, my
I mean, it isn't
boyfriend's the
everyone.
smart one in this relationship.
I don't know who's smarter in mine. I don't
I
think
think
either
it's
of us.
you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, so I just hold him, and usually it's the same for me, but I have to be a little more demanding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, come here. And he's like, well, why? I'm like, come here.
Me too. Me too. I'm
But
just like grabby hands.
grabby hands, you know?
Oh man.
Yeah.
At one point during his like mental breakdown last night, he was saying that I would never forgive him. And I sat there and I took my moment and I sat there and I was like, okay, now let me put it this way. I can easily forgive you, and I will always forgive you. The part that's wrong is you will never forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that realization kind of
Hit him, and
it hit him really hard.
yeah, and he was like, oh, you're right.
And he calmed down a bit, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I will always forgive you. I will always love you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going anywhere. You just need to learn to forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm. And like, you're always gonna have issues.
There's always gonna be a little
Always gonna
bicker here and
be.
there,
Yeah.
which is why we talk it out.
Yes. Communication.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, having that little realization and like that moment of breather really helped. And then he kind of calmed down and he breathed and he was like, okay, I'm back. And then,
In the land of the living.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Even added a little extra
We
in
added
there.
a crap ton.
Oh, yeah, little
Oh yeah.
side rants.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's really anything much more we could add to this unless, you as our people, our yappers, our peeps,
Mm-hmm.
could think of to add.
Yeah. And if you do have something to add, comment it.
Yeah, comment.
Because that's what we're here for. We need them because we don't have ideas.
And like, if we need to make a part two to add more to this,
We can.
yeah,
No biggie.
it's not like we're dying tomorrow. Hey,
um. Yeah.
I hope not.
No, we aren't.
Okay.
Yep. Um. Tomorrow's Halloween. Okay. Listen here.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. No.
oh.
Oh.
That's tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh,
It's the 30th today.
it is?
Yes, we know.
Oh.
Anyway, uh,
Hmm.
comment, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
all those fun things, all those,
Like, subscribe, comment, hit all of them bells.
all the
Whatever
buttons,
buttons show up.
buttons, bells, all
I,
them.
I mean, you could dislike, but that's kind of mean. That hurts my feelings.
That hurts our feelings. Low key.
Do whatever you want. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's a free country.
It's everything.
Just be nice.
Be nice. Eh.
We don't
Anyways.
take things to heart if they're
Yeah.
not nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening.
Yeah, we're gonna head out. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.